All right, team. Welcome to Unwind with Lotus D. It is Thursday, the 31st of July. That's right. It's about to be August up in here, and it is hot everywhere you go. Like everywhere. I don't care. You can be in Alaska. It's hot. So it's warmer than any other time of the year right now. So for those of you out there, please make sure to use your sunscreen. Please to wear your visors and at the same time wear clothing that can reflect the sun, not bring the sun to you. Please don't pay attention to the fact that I have on a black shirt today when I was out there earlier. That was another reason why I was hot. But thank goodness I wasn't out there too long. So again, sit down for a bit. Let's chat it out. Today we're going to continue on with leadership, actually. We're going to go into leadership because yesterday or should I say last week or earlier this week, we were talking about communication. And thank you for those who have sent some comments in. I really appreciate those. It helps me to see what I need to do, and the feedback means everything to me. So thank you for that. For those of you who are new, again, just keep on following. Follow and like and subscribe and all those good things. You can catch me on TikTok under Lotus D 25. Because that's right. The year is 2025. I would wish that would be the age that I am, but let's not kid each other. Okay. So let's go on and get into it. So there's so many different styles of leadership. I was just like kind of flabbergasted when I first found this out. Doing a lot of different studies or research, if you will, motivation for myself to get me to that point where I can really dig deep into my own mindful and my own mindset of growth. So growth mindset was just so imperative for me as a leader. Being in retail actually for so long, you actually can make money out of that. I had people tell me constantly, oh, that job. Like I was in high school still or college. Well, guess what? Those things helped me while I was pursuing all those things. And because of my acquired degree, I should say this to you. That is why you see me here now. Because one of the things that I did as a leader was called coaching. So that's why I was able to really find out that this is why I'm here today. As a certified life coach, it's so important that people understand how important it is when you are dealing with people day to day and having to lead them, whether it be letting to know what needs to be fulfilled for their job capacity, or perhaps maybe for the children they work with, or perhaps the other adults they work with, the forms that need to be filled out, the banking part that maybe happens, all those different things, excuse me, in different occupations still call for a leadership role in them. So, although I'm speaking about retail, do not get it twisted. We work hard, okay? And that being said, that's my little commercial, and she's over. All right. Aside from that, it really is all about the fact of ensuring that we're not hitting a nerve. And when I say that, meaning this. I don't know if you guys know this, but it is a true fact that majority of people will leave a job because of who they work for. One more time for the people in the back. Okay. So people will leave a job. One number one reason, besides not being acknowledged, they will leave a job because they're not acknowledged by their leader, by the person who is in charge of ensuring that they get to work and they do their job professionally or specifically to a role. That's a lot. So people always think, oh, they weren't getting paid enough, they left because they needed more money. Well, yeah, people do that all the time. Of course they do. There's a lot of times that people love working where they work. They have fun. They come in, they do their job, they go home. It doesn't stress them out, and they still make money, and they make more because there's bonus structures that are always involved. So that being said, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of people out there who stay within the jobs and the capacity they're in, and because they also have leaders who want them to grow, because the leaders want to grow. See how that works? You grow, your team grows. If you are growing and your team is not growing, You need to sit down with me for a little bit because we need to talk. Because obviously, this is going to be for you. Okay. What that means is that by not being transparent, and you can think you're being transparent as you want to be, but I'm here to tell you, if your team keeps leaving, you're not. You're not being transparent. So this is the time that you, my friend, who is listening right now, friend, I'll tell you how it works. First things first, be humble. One, humility is huge. And I'm not saying fake it. I'm saying you better be humble to the point where you might have some days that you come into work and you're stressed out and you just got a doctor visit or you just had a doctor bill and you just saw that number and you are not happy about it. Instead of saying, go do that, go do this, go do that, go do this, and scaring everybody and making them think, okay, well, who just took over her body? Or, oh, well, this is her on a bad day when we're going to walk on eggshells again. It should be this difference. Let me tell you. Hey everybody. So we're gathered today, and today, I'm gonna set the tone for the day. Sorry, I'm not feeling that great. Um, Definitely a lot going on that I don't want to talk about, but please hang in there with me and understand that I'm here today to work. I know everyone else made it in here, and you all are going through your own things too. So we're gonna go get through this day together. Humility. Your team are totally now engaged. And they're motivated because they're like, she going through stuff too. I'm not alone in this. My boss cares about the fact that she's going through something. I'm going through something too. But now, keep in mind as well, if this is the only time you say stuff like that, oh, got some still to work on. But you're in a good place because you're showing humility. So you're already showing the democratic way of being of a style. And it is called democratic. I promise you. Look it up. It says it. So another one says Republican. So we're not talking about politics here. We're talking about styles, literally, of leadership. Okay. Then there's the other one that if you when I said if you come in and you start that is the autocratic one who basically just wants to tell everybody what to do, wants to be in control and wants to say go do that because guess what? I really don't care if you're going through the same thing I'm going through. Matter of fact, I'm having a bad day and you're gonna have a bad day because I'm having a bad day. Do not be surprised if people call out the next day when they have to work with you again. Do you have people that do that on a regular basis? I'm here to tell you that is one of the reasons why. People will literally find out. She there? How's she acting? Oh yeah? Where'd she get in? She leaves at 5? Okay, I only gotta put up whatever 3 hours. It happens, folks. Don't let that be you. How can you make sure that doesn't happen? We already talked about humility. The other part is transparency. Just be transparent. Literally. And have some fun. Life is not meant to be stressful all the time. We're not making our numbers, guys. I don't know what's going on. Who has any idea? Do you have an idea what we did? What did we do the other day? Because you had an amazing result. Dun, dun, dun. You're giving somebody some acknowledgement. Uh, we talked about that, right? You're also being humble because you're saying, I don't know the answer, but together we can find it. So now you're causing a team atmosphere. And they're collaborating with you. And you're not just going to your assistant or this person over here, but you're literally making sure that you discuss it with everyone on the team. That means you'll go to them. If you're sitting there having your lunch, you'll say to so and so who's right here, hey, Scott, I know you're busy, so I don't want to take up much of your time, but I saw you coming in. If you don't mind taking like 5 minutes with me real quick. So I've already talked to everybody else because he's probably already been told. Everyone's already told him that you talked about it to everybody else. You do know this, right? Okay. If you don't think that, think again. So, Scott, yeah, thanks for sitting with me. I really am having problems. Not having problems. I just want to see where our team is not really making an impact. What do you think it is? Please be honest. I mean, what can I do? What can I do? You're the leader. You should be focusing on what you can do first, not what they all need to do. Because you already, if you show them the other part of you, they're already going, "Oh, she asking me for my opinion? Oh, I hope she's not going to fire me." People think majority of the time that you're going to let them go if they're honest with you and tell you that you're horrible at your job. Scott, so I would really appreciate if you tell me what I need to do in order to change. Um, I've talked to everybody today in regards to that, and they have given me some feedback, and I really appreciate it. If you don't have the answer for me right now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but please feel free to come to me anytime. And if there's something that disrupts you or causes you any type of this, that, and the other, and indifference, I'm here. And they go, so what you're doing now may be too late in the game. However, that is the attitude you have to have with people, period. Not just your friends and not just your family. People. You are a manager of people. Therefore, you have to set the tone of what that looks like. And you have to keep that in your mind. Yes, if you're trying to build, we want to have this many new loans opened. If you're a loan officer, we want to have this many new clients. If you're a banker, we want to have the quota that we have for the day. If you're a retailer or a buyer, whatever you do as a leader, you have a goal set that makes and helps your team inspire or helps you hopefully want to achieve. Majority of your bonuses are higher than anyone else's. Have you ever taken the time with one of your bonuses to buy everyone else lunch for a day? Just asking. I'll wait for it. Have you ever thought about maybe just getting coffee before meeting for everyone for the day? Even when you know the meeting that you have is not one that's really regulated on a regular basis because, or it's not regular on a regular basis, regulated on that specific time frame. So meaning you're doing it extra for your team, but you expect them to all go get coffee. And I know coffee sounds, it's coffee. Coffee can be $8 to $10, depending on what your team likes. And trust me, my team had very specifics. It was, I didn't know everybody's to the T, but I knew they loved coffee. And those that didn't drink it, I knew their tea, what they liked. So there you go. You have to learn that as well. I'm not saying I am the best and I am the at the game, at life or at a leader, but I got some badges, I got some plaques, I got some letters, I got some gifts, I've got all kind of love to prove that I'm not too shabby when it comes to that. So this is my topic, and this is something that I hope that I can help you get better at as well by you sitting down and taking time to listen. And if you're not a leader, but you want to be, then you really need to buckle up and listen and sit for a bit. Because then I'm going to tell you all the things you need to do before you get there. And if that's something that's even more so beyond that, then you know what? Leave something in the comments. Tell me that you want a consultation, and I'll be glad to help you that way. I don't usually speak about consultations, but those would be the times that I would love to help. I think that it's really important to understand that, again, this is a people, as a manager, as a leader of any capacity, supervisor, team lead, teacher, and sometimes those who are an assistant and executive assistant. You have to go through these types of things. So I'm speaking from the perspective of the leader, but I also want to make sure that you also hear the other piece when it comes to those that work for you. Because if you're showing humility, they'll feel it when it's true. If you're just starting to show it, they're not going to know who you are. So your consistency, the same that you expect in your results, is the same consistency they expect to see in you. That's all I got for today. Tomorrow, we're going to keep this going. We're going to talk about another situation, perhaps another scenario. Well, more than anything else, it's going to be about probably the flip side of what happens when you come to work and you have to deal with someone who's not really wanting to be there themselves. How do you let that person still keep you motivated, or how do you motivate yourself? So, anyway, we'll talk about it then. And tomorrow's another day. See you guys Friday. Have an amazing day, rest of your day. Keep the lights bright.